Y'all make some noise for my brother Friyie one time. All right. Friyie, I wanna thank you for coming out today. I know you're a busy guy, bro. You've done so many things. You've been around the world. You went to the World Cup, man. One of the biggest events. You've been alongside Floyd Mayweather, with him, Conor McGregor, all that. Songs with Young Thug, Roddy Ricch, Tory Lanez. So I just want to ask you, bro, like take it back from the start. When did you realize, like, or did you, when did you realize that music was something that you could do, like, for real? Like, this could be, like, a job. Like, this could be something you do for your life, you know, to support you.
Um, okay, so I first started making music. I would say the first song I ever recorded was in grade 9. You know what I mean? When I started to record my music, I didn't really look at it as something to support. Like, I just was passionate about it, you know? And then, God willing, I got the opportunity to be a part of something called Toronto's Got Talent.
Jeez.
When I was like, probably like in grade 12.
What's Toronto's Got Talent in it?
Toronto's Got Talent. It was like an event that someone threw. Yeah, like
Okay.
a local guy threw it, and he had like Wonder Girl judging it. He had Marlon Palmer judging it. It was a whole bunch of like local acts, like, you know, just
Okay.
trying to compete. You know
That's
what I
pretty
mean?
cool.
Yeah.
We don't really have nothing like that.
We don't
these
have
days.
it. We should do something again like
Okay,
that.
I'm down. There's a
Yeah.
lot of talent here in the crowd, a lot of talent everywhere.
Yeah, for real. So that event, I actually won the event. So it was a $10,000 prize.
Jeez.
But I
Holy.
didn't get a 10,000. They gave me 2,500. They kind of jipped me on the rest, but I didn't really care about, like,
Yeah.
it wasn't about the money. It was just
Yeah.
about like being on a platform and being and having my art form being recognized, you know?
Yeah, no.
So,
How old are you when that happened?
I was probably like 19, 20.
Okay.
So
okay.
that, I would say that moment was the first time I realized that I can actually make something like a living from the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so until then I was just recording, making music, so yeah.
No, it's awesome, man. And it's like, you know, you kind of found your purpose. You did something that, you know, like you felt like you were called to do. You know, and there's a lot of people that wish they could find their purpose. You know what I mean? Like, everyone seeks every day, like, you know, how can I feel like I'm, like, doing what I need to do, making sure my days are full. So, like, what advice do you have to anyone, like, seeking their purpose, trying to find what's meant for them?
Man, I just feel like
Like, maybe it's something that, like, it comes to you, or you just have to go
Yeah.
outside and you'll just see it, you know?
like I feel like you just gotta just spend a lot, like we spend a lot of time focusing on like the outer world and like other people and how our appearance is, and I feel like we gotta spend that same amount of time just internally, like, you know what I mean, just trying to figure out who you are, what you like the things that makes you happy. Like, once you answer those questions, I feel like it'll get you closer to what you want to do and what you want to be, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And how do you do that? You just go try a bunch of different things, or like you kind of just
Yeah, like you gotta just be like, you gotta be a risk taker first and foremost, and then you gotta also just try different things and just kind of like monitor your emotions, like, you know, like if it's like, let's say painting, or like if it's like doing something athletic or helping somebody, like what like makes your receptors, like, you know, yeah, like, you know what I mean, what makes you
feel
happy,
good?
what makes you feel good, like, and then kind of cater to that, you know, hyper focus on that, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like, you know what I mean, through like experimenting and just trying new things, you can definitely figure out what your passion is, you know what I mean?
No, and I hear that. Like,
Yeah.
when I made music, like, it just helped me stay in the present moment. Because I feel like before that, like, I was always thinking about the past or thinking about the future. But when you live in the present, I feel like that's when all the blessings happen. Because you can give 100% energy to what's going on.
I agree.
Yeah. So, you know, let's flash forward a bit. Last time we spoke was actually at a Shawarma Royale.
Yeah.
You know?
The Vaughn location.
The Vaughn location. And it
Yeah.
was before you went to go see Floyd Mayweather in Vegas.
Yeah.
How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing great, man.
He's
yeah,
chilling?
Yeah, doing
He's
great.
good. So what's it called? And you told me to watch a documentary, you know?
Yeah.
Filmed by a company called Noisy. It's a big documentary here for all the Toronto rappers. It features Pressa. We had some Castro. We had Jazz Cartier. A lot of you, of course,
Yeah.
obviously. You know, people you came up with. And something you say, like, in that documentary, you're like, if you have talent, people are going to recognize talent. But it's deeper than that. In this industry, music is a business, so you have to surround yourself with certain people that can help bring you that vision of life. So how do you find people that you could work with and bring your vision of life and, like, be a part of your team and people you can trust?
Yeah. It's not an easy task, you know, because, like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people kind of just, like, you're going to meet a lot of people in this world that just kind of just want to use you, or, you know what I mean? You kind of have to kind of figure out who's, like, genuine You know what I mean? In this industry, because this industry is like a pretty like shaky industry. It's pretty with everything in life. Like you
Yeah.
know, you kind of have to just be cautious of who you trust and put in position. But I feel like when it comes to like the art form, as long as you come to certain events like this, you know what I mean, networking events. Like a lot of the people that are on my team, I met them at networking events.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
I met my guy James here just in a random networking event at a studio 5 years ago, and now we set this all up together.
Shout out to James, man.
Shout out to James, it's okay, my
You
brother.
know what I mean? But yeah, just like that, like networking events, putting yourself in reaching outreach on Instagram, like that, it goes a long way, you know?
Yeah.
Take 100 shots, you know what I mean? You might land 10, and out of the 10, you might get 5 golden people, you know? So you gotta keep shooting shots.
So like when you were coming up, were you just messaging bare people like?
Yo, I was doing everything. I was selling mixtapes.
Cheers.
Like I came from that era of mixtapes. I was selling
Yeah.
mixtapes. I was going to high schools, handing out my tapes.
High schools, yeah.
After ball games, seeing my tape on the floor. Right after, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
picking it up, like, all right, it's okay, we'll keep it moving. Real
Yeah,
talk,
yeah.
I have a story where that happened, and like that same person kind of doubled back and like hit me up after this whole like my music was like going viral and
Damn.
stuff. He hit me back. He's like, yo, bro, I remember you used to hand tapes and I seen on the floor, but you still kept positive. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
bro,
you
like,
threw it on the floor.
you know what I mean? But it's okay.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's just another sign to keep going. It means there's value in it.
So like, how do you have that kind of mentality where you're like, forget if anyone throws my CD on the floor, like I'm still the guy, like I'm still gonna make it regardless.
Bro, when you're passionate about something, you don't really care about other people. Like when you really like, cause like when I was making those songs, I was by myself, like by myself starting with an idea and then it coming into fruition. So
Yeah.
like for me, just being by myself, knowing that I can create something, an idea, and then now it becomes something sonically, like that whole process itself is like, that gives me the confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, like I'm by myself doing this. So it's like, if you're going to throw myself on the floor, it's okay. We're going to keep it going.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. It's just bankroll, just pick up. But so like you have so much music out. How many EPs? I think you have like.
So I have I have probably like 4 or 5 EPs.
4 or 5 EPs. Tons of singles.
Yeah, a whole bunch of singles.
You know.
And then like a 2,000 unreleased songs.
Holy yeah. Every artist knows that feel, you know? All those songs just in the vault.
Yeah.
So yo, what's like the perfect studio session for you? Like what's the dream studio session? Like how do you like get in that vibe and make hits like Money Team, like and stuff like that, you know? Like are you alone? Like are you balling up? Like is it light? Is it dark? Day, night?
Okay, so the dream studio session for like what? For something that I've created or something that I would want?
Like, like I'm sure you've had like close to dream studio sessions, like where you have like the food there, you have like the vibe. Because, you can't just record music with anyone. Like, it's such a sacred thing. Like, you're screeching on the mic. You're just like doing random things, saying things you might not want to say. So you got to be comfortable around the people.
100%. I usually like creating by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Usually. As of recently, I started to invite certain people that I respect their music opinion and I kind of just like their energy, like certain friends of mine. So I was like the other day, I had a session. I just invited a whole bunch of my friends. I don't usually do this.
Yeah, I feel
But I did it this time because I wanted that influence. Like I wanted my friends to be like, okay, yo, this is what's popping. Like, yo, talk about this. Like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you be by yourself a lot and in your head.
You overthink.
And you're
like, yo,
overthink.
is this fire? Is this not? Like, I don't even know, you know?
And sometimes the overthinking is what kind of just takes it over the edge. You don't have to like.
Because you put so much energy into it. Like when it could have just gone to the next bar or the next flow.
Or the next song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't always have to stay on it. So I would say good energy. Definitely, a little bit of paraphernalia in there. You know what I mean? Just to, you know what I mean?
Just to catch
We're not
a little
pushing
vibe.
that, but just to, you know what I mean?
Bro, nothing wrong with smoking a spliff.
You know what I mean? Have a little spliff, some wine. You know what I mean? Or you can alternate. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be both. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And then yeah, man, definitely some snacks.
Yeah, you got.
You know what I mean? Some water.
Yeah, yo, come on. Bro.
You know what I mean? We definitely need to stay hydrated. You know what I mean? You got to make sure.
Some apples, some turmeric shots.
Oh, you gotta have some fruits. Some
fruits. Come on.
Fruits is a go-to. Literally, if you have fruits in my session, it's going good.
Yeah, cause like your throat gets dry and shit, and you eat like you have some nice apple, grapes, whatever. You feel so rejuvenated.
A watermelon will hydrate you way better than water.
Facts.
So yeah, man, that I would say just having those elements there, and then the number one thing is a great engineer.
Facts. Shout out to all the engineers in the building today.
Shout out to all the engineers.
My brother Desana, you know, he's mixing my upcoming album, so shout out to him.
A great
shout out to
engineer.
Zokai, wherever he is. He's a dope engineer too.
You need a great engineer, bro, because a terrible engineer will ruin the whole session.
Oh yeah, bro. If you're just sounding like shit, you're gonna lose that confidence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. And then good production. So
good production.
Yeah.
What's your process like? You like to write? You like to freestyle? Bit of both.
Yeah. Like I more so. It sucks, but like I feel like I'm a terrible writer.
Nah.
Nah. Like I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm in the studio, I kind of just like go with like try to find a melody first.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to find a melody, and once I get that catchy melody, then I'll just put words to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'll kind of like write on the mic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can say it's freestyling, but it's kind of like the bar by bar, word by word, kind of just figuring out the whole vibe and then coming back to it. Yeah. I can't really I can't say can't, because can't's not a good word to use, but I don't I'm not really the best at sitting down and writing like full out lyrics.
No, I feel you.
Like I could do it, but for me it's a lot more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because it's tough. Like one day, like you write it and like you're feeling it, you're spitting it a certain way. Then you come to the mic the next day and like, where's that feeling? Like this doesn't even sound anything like I was.
It's the sound. I think a lot of it's to do with the sound, because a lot of my me personally, when I create, it's like I infuse certain sounds in the way I deliver. Yeah. 100%. So when you're writing it, you can't like deliver that sound. Yeah. So it's like you probably write something think it's fire. Yeah. But it doesn't sound
it doesn't translate. And that's the same problem I had. So that's why I started freestyling. You know.
Yeah. That's like my vibe. Yeah.
No, I feel you. So yo, you've worked with like some amazing people, Roddy Ricch. Yeah. Young Thug.
Yeah, I don't have a record with Doug, but we like kind of like vibed out.
Okay, yeah, you were telling me, you're showing me videos y'all in the studio. Yeah. Songs with Tory Lanez. Yeah. You know, free Tory Lanez. This guy just dropped the album from prison.
Fire album.
You know, so if you can't drop an album while we're just freed up, chilling, you know, like we gotta use that as some inspiration for real.
If he could do it, then that means there's no excuses for none of us.
No excuses.
None
for
of
real.
us. Yeah.
So like, what's some of like your favorite collaborations that you've done? Like some of like someone you worked with, because you worked with Smiley too.
Yeah. I have a record with Smiley. Yeah, legendary Smiley. Shout out to Smiley.
Facts.
Collabs that I've done that I really enjoyed. I have a record called "Come Over," featuring Bun B and a female named Timar. Okay. That was a dope collab that I did.
Y'all were in the studio together, or just like sending it back and forth?
I actually sent me and Bun B were in the studio together, and then I sent her the record, and she bodied it. It was super fire.
It's nice to be in the studio with like artists, you know. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't happen too much.
That's how the Roddy Ricch session was. We're together, and we made like 3 records. Damn. That was a good session because we're just in LA and we just were going like.
What's it like working with him? Like, what's he like in the studio?
He's pretty fast. Like he's like
just punching.
Yeah, he's punching. He's like like the new age, straight punching. He's quick too. Yeah. So it's like, you know, we kind of like meshed our styles together, so it was dope.
You know, you've been around so many great people like Roddy, Floyd. Like, do you notice like any similar character traits like amongst all these people? Like, you know what? Like, everyone I meet just does this one thing. You know, like they're just always like so positive. They're always like talking. Like they have a certain mindset.
Let me think.
You, like, personally, you know, like, you're one of the most positive guys I've met. You know,
Thank you, bro.
No, real talk. And you're so humble, bro. Like, you've done so much, and, like, here you are, like, taking the time to talk to me, taking the time to talk to everybody. Like, you treat me just like your friend, you know, like, we're equals. And
because we are, bro. No one's better than no other person, you know? It's like someone may have more status, more money. That don't mean nothing, bro. We're all human. We got to treat each other, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's a blessing you can see it that way.
No, facts, bro. That's how the blessing's going to come right back.
Right. So you believe like in karma and like good energy.
Yeah, I want to say karma. I just believe in like putting good out there in the earth. You know. I would say though, to answer your question, my bad. Ask me again. You said similarity.
Similarities among some of like the greatest you've worked with.
Yo, I would say. Okay, everybody kind of has different traits, but if I were to just think off the top, focus. Like relentless focus, like, you know, when it's time to do the task. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like when I was working with Tori in the studio, as soon as it was time to record, this is locked in. Like nothing else was important. When I'm with Floyd and we're like he would go to the club And then
Yeah.
right after the club, he'll jog from the club to his house.
Oh,
Like,
no
you know what I
way.
mean? Yeah, like he's still doing it to this day.
That's pretty cool.
You know what I mean? A lot of us don't even go to the gym. A lot of us are like, you feel me? When we're young, this guy's
Yeah.
40 years old doing that. So that's why he has all that paper. That's why it's a reason. Like these guys, like, you know, he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. It's like, you know what I mean? A lot of these people have certain disciplines, and it makes them, like, you know, the way
It's like all those small things you do, you know what I mean?
And then Roddy too, same thing. Like when we were in the studio, he was locked in. Like he's just, it's just, all right, what we doing?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's one thing I could say, like just off top, that's like a similarity.
So like when you're saying like, is there anything like, you do that helps you like stay focused and like helps you stay fresh, like when anything in life, you know?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally. Like, you know, like when you wake up, like, are you like eating certain thing? Like, are you meditating? Are you praying?
Yeah, I pray first and foremost. The first thing I do when I wake up, I pray.
Facts.
I feel like prayer keeps me grounded. I have I like to think I have a great relationship with God. So,
Amen.
That's so important to me because it gives me that foundation, and it allows me to, it gives me like a moral compass to operate off of, especially in this type of industry. And it's just like I've definitely seen many times where God has worked in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
you know, we all have different beliefs and stuff, but like I know there's a higher source, and that higher source has definitely showed up in my life. So that's like, you know, my testimony to that. So like that's why every time I wake up, I pray. Every time I eat a meal, I pray. Every time I step out the door, I pray.
Yeah, no,
you know
gratitude
what I mean?
is the attitude.
Yeah, gratitude. It's not because of fear. It's not because
Yeah.
I'm scared that something's gonna happen. It's just more so just being appreciative, you know?
Yeah.
It's
like when you're grateful for what you have, like the universe will be like, you know, every time I get Friyie lemons, he makes lemonade. So and he
So
shares
give
it
him
with
more.
his people. So give him some more.
Give him some more,
Because
yeah.
I know he's gonna do good with it.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, man, and it's
And in the gym too. I try to be in the gym.
Yeah, I see.
The healthiest rapper alive.
Come on, you know the vibe. We gotta get a workout in soon. You, me, and Floyd.
Nah, let's get it.
Yeah. What's Floyd like backstage, like before his fights, like when you guys are chilling? Like,
Locked in.
he's just.
Yeah, super locked in. Before his fights.
Yeah. Like, what's it like being back there? You know, seeing all that going on.
It's dope. It's dope. It's dope because you get to network a lot.
Yeah.
The backstage when he's before the fight, because a lot of celebrities are coming to see him and say what's up to him and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So that's like the craziest networking. Being back there, it's like you're gonna meet everybody.
Who have you met that's just like stood out to you, like on one of those like fights?
Rick Ross.
Cheers.
Ty Dolla $ign. I have a crazy story. One time we were backstage in Dubai.
There you go. This guy, you know,
We're
Dubai backstage, Floyd Mayweather.
They were
And
backstage.
he's here with us.
We're back. It was my bad. It was Abu Dhabi, right?
Okay.
It's close to Dubai. So Floyd had a fight there with the famous YouTuber.
Ooh.
What's his name?
Famous YouTuber.
KSI.
Oh.
No, Deji.
Oh,
KSI's brother.
Yeah.
You guys know, yeah. So he had a fight with the YouTuber, and the YouTuber was shitting bricks like backstage. He like it was so bad to the point where they're about to cancel the fight.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and then like the YouTuber's mom was like, "Yo, please don't hurt my son," whatever. She's like, but long story short, we're backstage.
Yeah.
So me and Floyd are super cool. So like Floyd likes my music a lot. So
Yeah.
whenever he's training for his, or not training, but whenever he's about to fight, backstage he's always playing my music.
Jeez.
So he'll be playing my music and everybody will be there, like, you know.
Yeah.
So this was a crazy ass story. So we're chilling, and he's playing my music, and there's like is it Fluoride? No, Red Cafe, and then a couple celebrities are there, but then Ty Dolla $ign's there. So while we're chilling, Ty Dolla $ign just pulls out his phone and says, "Shazam, what song is this?"
No way.
Literally. So while he said that, Floyd and everybody's looking at him like, "That's him." You know what I mean?
Crazy. What a
Yeah,
feeling.
that was one of the craziest feelings, just to see somebody that like of Ty Dolla $ign's like nature, like I'm not nature, but of his status, someone so big like him, like be in a place hearing music and saying, "Yo, what song is this?" That gave me the craziest confidence, like, because I'm like, yo, shit, like if he can hear this sonically and just and ask Shazam for the song, imagine, like, you know.
What song was it?
It was On Arrival.
Okay.
Yeah, a song called On Arrival. Y'all could check that out.
Yeah.
But then after that, like he's like, "Yo, bro, hop on the remix, blah, blah, blah," you know? But you know how the industry is. Sometimes it gets,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
You
Ty
said
Dolla
let's
$ign, if you
link
see
up?
this, come, you know what I mean? Run it back. You know what I mean? But he showed me bare love. He gave me his number.
Proper.
Yeah, it was actually some genuine shit.
No, that's legendary, bro.
Yeah.
It's legendary. For all those who don't know, like, how did you even get in touch with Floyd Mayweather? Like, how did he hear your music to begin with?
Just to sum it up, because I've told this story so many times.
I know, but not everyone knows.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I'll sum it up though.
Yeah,
It actually started here in sorry about that. It actually started here in Toronto, bro. Like it was OVO Fest. Caravana weekend. basically during that time, you know, the city's just full with people. So I had a record at the time that I made called "Come and Get It," and I really believed in the record. Like I said, I was signing on mixtapes, I was doing all this stuff, but then this summer I'm like, yo, bro, I have to just stick with one song and push it, cause like, you know, if you got that talent, you just need one song, like, you know, for someone to hear one song. That's how I believed. I'm like, yo, if I'm really that good, this one song should be it. So what
waterfall to your catalog.
Exactly. So I believed in this song. Long story short, I put the song on a USB stick, 5 USB sticks. And I told myself I'm going to give these USB sticks to the 5 most important people I see. Long story short, I went to the remix project. I was in the remix project. I went to an event where it was like a seminar similar to this. Metro Boomin was speaking. While he was speaking, I'm like, yo, bro, I have to get him a USB stick. Right? So long story short, it was like a break. We went for a little smoke break. We're outside. Everybody went back inside to the event, and I seen a black truck. The black truck was Metro Boomin's truck.
Okay.
So I was there just, you know, medicating my mind. I'm like, that black truck must be from Metro Boomin. I'm like, I should give my USB to the driver. You know what I mean? So long story short, I gave the USB to the driver. Shout out to Julian Cool Cherry. That's the driver's name. Me and him are close friends now. The driver's like, yo, bro, give me your contact. If it wasn't for the driver, I probably would not have had this opportunity because, one, he kept the song playing in the car, and 2, he took my contact. I was just so happy to have the opportunity. I didn't think about contact. Like, just play it. He's like, yo, take my contact. Long story short, he drove Metro Boomin. He said that apparently they played the song a couple times. They liked it. Then they started playing their music. The driver liked the song so much that he kept the USB just in his car.
This guy's a real one.
He kept the USB in his car, and he kept playing the song. Long story short, the second day, he picked up Floyd Mayweather randomly because he's a private celebrity driver. Picked him up, and then long story short, apparently they're driving around for a couple hours, and then Floyd was like, yo, it's kind of quiet in here. Let's play some music. And he just turned the volume up. And when he turned the volume up, it was the song that was playing. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a crazy-ass story, right? It just shows like the butterfly effect of certain decisions you make. You know, it's like if I didn't take that risk and give that USB to the driver, imagine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got so many opportunities, like, just messing with Floyd. Like, you know, got to walk him out so many countless fights. It's like that all started just from that one
just putting
decision.
yourself out there.
You know what I mean? So never shortchange yourself and never, like, doubt yourself. Like, I know sometimes things are hard. You know what I mean? But don't shortchange yourself. Never doubt yourself, and always just take that risk, bro. You won't lose, bro.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean? It's never a loss. It's a lesson. Even if you get rejected. You know what I mean?
It reminds me, bro. Like when I went to the Russ concert, I had like 10 USBs with my music, same kind of vibe. And I was just tossing them on stage, like throwing it at him, you know? And then his boy picked it up and just fucking threw it away. But I was like, yo, at least he touched the USB. Like that's gotta mean something, you know? It's gotta stand for something, just that little bit, you know?
Bro. At least, like, you know. At least it gave you some sort of hope, like, okay, that's closer to my, like, you know what I mean? Like, bro.
100%. And I feel like that's what it's about, you know? It's just about taking small steps, like doing things just every day, you know, that will just accumulate. And one day you're going to be like, damn, like.
Literally, bro. Daily deposits, bro. You got to just
keep
it going, keep it pushing, bro. You never know who's watching. That's one thing, too. This young fella right here, I was just talking to him right now. I went on live. And he told me, he's like, yo, bro, you said you're going to come back on live at 11. You didn't come back.
He's quoting you.
I didn't think that someone was watching me like that. Like, I mean, like, to know if I'm, you know what I mean? I just said I'm going to come back. But that just goes to show, and I just got reminded now, you never know who's watching.
Good for you.
You know what I mean?
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, you always pay attention to the small things. It matters.
Real talk. So, you know, you've done so much. Now you're here in your life. You've had so much success. You know, when you probably just started, you probably already did everything you wanted to do, perform for thousands, right? Like, get paid to do what you do. What does success look like for you now, you know? What is, like, what does that feel like for you?
For me, success goes further than just the music.
100%.
Yeah, like, for me, success is just fully, obviously being financially free. That's one aspect of it, but, like, fully just having control of my time fully. What I mean by that is like financial freedom. Like, you know, like you determine what you want to do, when you want to do, and you know what I mean? But also success for me is also just taking care of my family, like, you know, like fully. That's one aspect of success. Families, financial freedom. Success for me as well is a healthy relationship with God and health.
Fact.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, all this stuff we're talking about does not matter if you're not healthy.
Big
You feel me?
Big fact.
So yeah, like all the things that I've accomplished is cool and it's dope. But like for me, it's like real success is like when I'm fully in that mode of being healthy, my family's straight,
Yes.
I'm able to create fluidly without no crazy distractions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that to me is success.
It's like being
Like,
in flow state, like one with everything, like
yeah,
alignment.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
know, and yeah,
And it's good. You're right, man. Like it's so much bigger. Like I feel like when you just start out, like you're just thinking, yo, like I just need like 1,000,000 plays, like I just need to get signed, and then my life will change, you know. But it's not like that, you know. Like
yeah,
like I thought that like after I opened up for like NLE Choppa, like when I was younger, if I were to open up for him, like yo, I'd be famous, like I'd make it.
yeah.
But you realize you do this show and then you go right back to life, you know, like everything just happens again, you know, like it doesn't change too much. So you kind of have to always like define your goals, I guess, you know, because otherwise you're just reaching forever and you're just gonna get too tired.
Yeah, and then it's like you get burnt out, or it's like, you know. Yeah, bro, for sure.
So how do you make sure that you don't get burned out? Like make sure you stay good. Stay
I
fresh?
do get burnt out. I'm human,
Yeah?
bro.
No,
Yeah,
I feel
man.
you,
I
I
get
hear
burnt
you.
out. Like, like, there's times where I doubt myself. There's times where, there's times I question everything, you know.
Yeah.
And there's times that I feel super confident. Like it's just the realness of it. But
Yeah.
bro, like me personally, I just look at I look at like the things that I was blessed to accomplish, and I look at the nature of how I was able to get to that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with just never quitting.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So that literally is what I hold on to. Like, yo, bro, I can't quit.
Yeah. I already came too far.
Like, I came too far, and look at all the stuff I was able to do just by not quitting. Like,
Yeah.
what if I quit back then? What if I quit then? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes, like, I remember for the Ice Cube show, I was with my boy Fame Holiday here. We were both performing.
Man,
And
geez,
and I messaged the promoter like 1,000 times, bro. Like 1,000 times to get on the show. And you know what? It was like the next day, like it was the day before the show, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna message him one more time. You know, like just one more time, you know? And he actually responded the day before, and he's like,
Cube?
not Cube, it was like the promoter.
Okay.
And he's like, you know what, bro? Just come perform, you know? And it was like, what if I would have just gave up, you know? I would have never done that show and
Real talk.
built those accolades and
Yeah,
everything.
man.
Yeah.
It's worse to what's that saying? It's worse to regret something than to I forgot a saying, but you know, you don't wanna ever think about something like I should have.
Yeah.
Damn, that's like the worst feeling.
It's like better to deal with what if or like than oh well. Or better to deal with oh well than what if.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like, you know, if you fail at it, it's okay.
Yeah. You
Bro.
learn.
Yeah, bro, we're human, bro. Like, no one's perfect. Don't make anybody fool you, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody goes through the same emotions you go through, bro. The richest people, bro. Don't
Yeah.
ever make anybody fool you. So
It's true.
Yeah.
I'll just ask you 2 more quick questions and we'll talk to the fans, see if they want to ask anything.
okay.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Best
Advice you've ever received?
keep God first.
Keep God first. What's the worst advice you've ever received?
Focus on bitches.
There you go.
Honestly, let me think. Real talk. Okay, worst advice? Man.
It's tough.
That's a tough question.
Yeah,
Worst
yeah.
advice?
Yo, focusing on girls is never, you know? But you could also have women that build you up, you know, and like you could have a woman that helps you and supports you. And
Yeah, no, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
you don't gotta be out here just like being
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
So yo, we could talk to y'all. Do y'all have any questions for Friyie himself? I got my boy Justin here.
Hi, my name's Justin Tate.
What's up, my boy?
What's up, bro? I just got a quick question for you. So, obviously your stories are inspiring, and I feel like we're all learning a lot from you. So, thank you for everything you're saying.
Respect.
So I just want to ask you, what is the biggest? Oh my! What's the biggest risk you've taken in your life that you think has propelled your music career?
The biggest risk.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I took a lot of risks. But risk meaning I had a lot to lose.
Yeah. Like you ever put money up for a show and it
Oh.
flops? Or,
See, that's countless time. Okay, okay. The biggest risk, I would say, it's crazy. I have like a thing where it's like, or I used to. I kind of became more mature about it, but I used to like literally put every single penny I had into my music. Like, what I mean by that, I mean like I would literally go broke for this shit. You know what I mean? Now I'm a little more smarter because you never go broke for anything. Like, that's just not the smart thing to do. Always have your eggs, you know what I mean? You have to be smart about it, but don't ever put your eggs in one basket. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the concept behind it is smart. Like, I mean, not smart, but it's like, okay, go all in. I get it, but as a smart individual, you're never supposed to put everything because, you know what I mean? You're supposed to just be smart about it. Strategic. But I would say that was one of the biggest risks I've taken because I put myself in uncomfortable situations, real uncomfortable situations where, like, I couldn't even pay like I couldn't pay my mortgage, couldn't do certain things, like, you know, like.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, like, you're a real person, you have a real life, like you said.
No, for real. So but me doing that has brought so much powerful things like to play, like, you know what I mean, like this. For example, I put my money up into my things, into my music. I created A&F Collective, and I was blessed to perform at the World Cup. And the reason why I was blessed to perform at the World Cup is because I invested in the collective, and I had people around me who were doing outreach, and you know what I'm trying to say. It's like it will translate, you know. But that's the biggest risk I took, just putting my money up, like, you know, my own money.
It's a big one. It's a big one, bro. You know? That's how you live. What's up, Alex?
That's a good question, though, by the way, bro.
When you find yourself in like a dry spell, my name's Alexander, by the way.
Nice to meet you, bro.
When you find yourself in like a dry spell where, like, you know, like something maybe you have, like, the ball got rolling and then it kind of just, is it on now? Okay, no.
It's okay, I don't know.
It's like, let's say the ball is rolling and like kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's when like doubt pops into your head, like the idea of quitting, stuff like that. What are like actually like, I'm religious as well, so like praying as well. But like, what are actionable things that like you can actually I can act on myself?
Okay, for me personally, what helps me a lot, whenever I'm in like a dry spell or whatever, like I said, I'll literally go to the gym. But the reason why is because as humans, we want to feel like we're doing something, right? Like, I'm pretty sure everybody wants to feel like every day you want to feel like you have a purpose or you're doing something to move, like, get better. Like, we all want to improve. So anytime, like, creatively, if I feel like I can't get nothing done, I'll be like, okay, let me improve my health. Like, try to improve other areas in your life, because it's gonna make. So, for example, I would say the gym. I'll give a good example. I never recorded a song probably like in the last 2 months. I just recorded my first song again probably last week, and I'm gonna go to the session tonight. Again tonight. Yeah. But the reason why I wasn't recording, because I wasn't. It just wasn't coming to me. Like, I didn't feel inspired to record. Yeah. Like, I felt like it just didn't feel inspired. I'm like, I don't want to make a song. I have 1,000 songs. Yeah. Like, I have to push the songs that are out. Like, you know, I wasn't inspired. Then I went to the gym a couple times, and the gym is just one thing. You can go for a walk, you can read a book, you can whatever it is. But I went to the gym and I started to feel good about myself, with my body. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I feel healthy. I feel like, okay, I took 1-2 protein shakes, 1-2 smoothies. I'm like, yo, I feel good. Like, you know what I mean? I feel better. Okay. And then on my days are getting, like, I'm feeling more productive. And once you feel productive in other areas in your life, the creative's gonna come. Like, you know, like, you don't force it. Like, if you're a true creator, it's gonna always come. Like, you know, it's always gonna have a time for that. So while I was being more productive, I started to get more inspired. I started to have more ideas. Then the ideas were coming. I'm like, yo, I hit my producer. Yo, bro, let's make some samples. Now I'm getting more excited about the music. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a slow. Now it's like, okay, yo, I want to get to the studio. Now I'm in the studio recording. You know what I mean? Like 2-3 weeks ago, I was like, I don't even want to be in the studio again right now. Like, that's how like ick that was about it. But just to go, like, you know, that's an actionable thing that I did that helped. So like the gym thing, you know, and then like, yeah, just trying to just be productive in other areas in your life. I feel like that would work. Yeah.
Yo, Friyie, we had our time here.
Yeah.
You're an absolute legend, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
You know, like I said, man, I'm so grateful to have you in my life, be a friend, most humble guy I ever known. So y'all make some noise for Friyie one time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for having me, yo. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Bond, Sidewalks, to Billboards. You know what I mean? I actually met Bond on the sidewalk. Funny story. You know what I mean? And he's doing a lot of great things. So salute to Bond, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my man.